Look at this body of water. It might just be the most valuable and dangerous stretch of ocean on Earth. An estimated $3.36 trillion worth of global trade passes through the West Philippine Sea every single year, making up a third of all global maritime trade. For China, the stakes are even higher. 80% of its energy imports and 40% of its total trade pass right through these waters. So why does China claim virtually all of it? The answer lies in a mix of historical grievance, nationalism, and sheer strategic survival. Beijing argues that its historic rights in the West Philippine Sea go back to the Han Dynasty, over 2,000 years ago, when Chinese navigators began utilizing the sea's resources and passage routes. China claims sovereignty over 4 major archipelagos in this sea, the Xisha, Nansha, Zhongsha, and Dongsha Islands. In 1947, the Chinese government officially published a map with an 11-dash line, later reduced to 9, to demonstrate to the international community its sovereignty over the sea. Today, Beijing views control over these waters as rightfully theirs, an essential buffer zone to protect its southern coast and secure its economic lifeline. But claiming the sea on a map and controlling it in reality are two different things. Over the last decade, China has aggressively accelerated its physical presence. By 2023, China had reclaimed around 5 square miles of land to build artificial islands, equipping them with airfields, radar systems, and missile facilities. Geopolitics experts call these tactics salami slicing and cabbage wrapping, taking incremental, small steps to assert control without sparking an all-out war. The neighboring countries didn't just sit back. In 2013, the Philippines took China to an international tribunal. And in July 2016, the court delivered a landmark ruling under the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, or UNCLOS. The tribunal ruled in favor of the Philippines, declaring that China had no legal basis to claim historic rights to resources outside its regular territorial boundaries. China's response: they boycotted the hearings, declared the ruling null and void, and flatly refused to recognize it. So, if a major superpower refuses to abide by international maritime law, what should the rest of the world do about it? Geopolitical analysts and international coalitions point to 3 crucial steps. Enforce freedom of navigation. The United States, along with nations like the UK and France, regularly conducts freedom of navigation operations. By physically sailing warships through these international waters, they challenge China's excessive claims and assert that the sea belongs to everyone. Strengthen regional alliances. No single Southeast Asian nation can match China's Coast Guard, but alliances amplify power. Recently, 14 nations, including the US, UK, and Japan alongside the EU, issued statements reaffirming that the 2016 arbitral ruling is legally binding. Institutions like the EU must continue to support regional diplomacy to mitigate these maritime disputes. Embrace radical transparency. Under the Marcos administration, the Philippines launched a transparency initiative. By putting journalists on boats and broadcasting China's harassment, like dangerous blocking maneuvers and the use of military-grade lasers, they exposed these gray zone tactics to the world, making it harder for Beijing to control the narrative. As Philippine experts warn, international law loses its value if the world does not firmly observe and enforce it. The West Philippine Sea isn't just a regional squabble over rocks and reefs. It is the ultimate test of the rules-based international order. If one nation can unilaterally redraw its borders in the ocean, the ripple effects will be felt on every shore on Earth.